All the recordings from March will be out tomorrow. Last week's I had trouble with. I just got another piece of software, and it looks like I'm going to be able to save last week's video. I'm running it right now. What happens is GoToMeeting sometimes will throw codec errors. It's just snippets of code that throw the video off, and you're unable to render it. But I'm hoping that I've got that fixed. So we're working on it right now. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, we got it rolling on. My name is Kerry Miller. I want to welcome everybody to tonight's training. We are going to just kind of do some different things, some questions that I've been asked the past couple of weeks, and how I do things. I posted up a couple of apps the other day, and so right after I did, everybody said, "How do you do that?" and what makes you do that, and where did you get the background at, and all that stuff. So, hang on just one sec. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to do that. Some people ask, how do you get the colors for your apps? And I'm going to show you how I use the color palette in the App Wizard and those kind of things. And if you have any questions, just ask some questions and we'll go through that. Before I do that, let me take care of a couple of housekeeping things. If you haven't joined our YouTube channel, join our YouTube channel at youtube.com/InstantAppWizard. And if you haven't joined our Facebook page, we're going to do that. We're going to do that next week, Greg. Tonight's our open forum, and I will tell you real quick. How do you hire? You put ads in the paper, and you interview them, and you teach them how to go out and sell. But anyway, we'll finish that up next week. And so anyway. Go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/InstantAppWizard. Hey, George Brown, what's going on, buddy? We're getting a new text app call here. Number for next week. We will have a new number up. This number just went dead. We're going to change this number out. But if you ever need to sign up for training, always go to InstantAppWizard.com/training. And, of course, if you would like to join our Facebook group, which most of you have on this call, go to facebook.com/groups/InstantAppWizard. A lot of great ideas and suggestions come from there. And while I'm there talking about the group, I'm going to change over screens real quick. And here I am in the group, and I just want to, Jeremy Moser posed a question here, and I just want to show something that we taught, gosh, it's been months ago, about building table tents and that kind of thing. One of the greatest tools for building table tents is PowerPoint. Let me pull it up here and pull it over here. PowerPoint is an absolute fabulous tool for building table tents. You can size it the way you want to size it. All you have to do, and you can see here, I just dropped this in. This is a graphic that I actually built, and then I pull it in, and you can save it. But let me move this out of the way right here. And all you have to do doing this is come in and size it. Go to page setup. 3 inches by 5 inches, whatever it is, 3.5 by 5 or whatever it is. And come in and just insert your graphics wherever you want them. Pull your pictures in. Let's say I want to put this phone on here. And I can size it however I want to size it. And I can put my QR code in there. And it's really just a drag and drop WYSIWYG program, really. I can put whatever I want. And then save it as a JPEG, and then you can take it right to the store. And what Sherry Claiborne does is takes it to, I think it was Costco or something like that, and gets them printed out on picture stock. And it works very, very well. But the great thing, one thing I like about using PowerPoint, and PowerPoint, somebody just said PowerPoint rocks, is great for everything. It really is. And I mean, you can put it where you want to put it and do what you want to do it and size it the way you want to size it. And it works very, very well. So that's just kind of an answer to the question about, you know, how do you use, I'm going to tell you, Photoshop, unless you know how to use Photoshop, it's probably the toughest program out there. And so I would say, if you can stay away from Photoshop, unless you just want to sit down and spend hours learning how to use Photoshop, don't use Photoshop. A lot of people say, well, Kerry, what do you use? Give me 1 second, I will show you. I use a program, and I'll bring it up and I'll show it to you, called Fireworks. It's an Adobe program. I've used it since it first came out. And it's coming up now. And there it comes right there. Let me drag this over. And this is what I build all my graphics in. Everything I do is in this program right here. And it's called Fireworks. And I can open my things up in here, and here's a logo I built. And see, same thing, I can move it around, I can do what I want, I can make it whatever I want, I can change the background if I want to. Canvas color, whatever I want to do. I made this look like a mirror. It was a mirror company. It's got glass on it. Okay. Yeah, you should be seeing a whole bunch of stuff. Does everybody see the screens changing? Can everybody see the screens changing? Okay. And that's the program I use, and this is what I build all my graphics in and everything. So let me go over here to Instant App Wizard real quick, the Instant App Wizard site, and pull this up. And I'm going to go in here to the color program. Let me log in. And we'll get started. Okay. And this is just, I tell you what I'll do. I'll create a new app. Let me create a new app real quick. And we'll call this Kerry Miller. And we'll call this Kerry Miller. Okay, I'm going to add that. And continue. I'm going to go straight to the color settings. I love the color settings in Instant App Wizard because I can do so much with it. Now let's take a look at a background real quick. A lot of people say, well, how do you get your backgrounds? How do you put them in there? Where do you get them from? If someone's got a website, the best thing to do is go to their website and get their background. So like here, I'm going to view the background image. I'm going to come in there. I like it. I'm going to save it. And I've already saved it here. Let me just go to my, let me make a folder here. I'm going to make a folder, and I'm going to call this Carrie's. I'm going to save that background. Now, if you'll notice something on this background, see this has got a brown spot up here at the top? The program I'm using is Fireworks. Okay? Now, I'm going to pull out my Fireworks. And I'm going to pull that in there. Now, you can do this with Photoshop. You can do it with anything. Okay, let's go to Carrie. I'm going to open that up. Now, I want it to be about 425 wide, or if this is a tileable background, I'll let it tile, and it does. I don't want this brown up at the top, so I'm going to cut that off. Okay. Now, this is 345 wide, but it's tileable. You'll see it's tileable when I do it. But I'm going to cut that off, so that all I have is the beige background. And I'm going to save that. And I'm going to just save it the same thing. Now I'm going to come over here to Instant App Wizard. And I'm going to upload that image that I just did. And do you see how that filled out? Now let me go up here. Oops, sorry, I didn't save it. Make sure you save it right here. If you don't, it's not going to show up. Okay, did you see my background pop in there? Does everybody see my background now? And it's looking just like the website. And then everybody said, well, Carrie, where do you get the, how do you make the header logo? Well, this guy's got a really nice logo up here. So let me cut it out. And I'm going to hit print screen here. And I'm going to come in here, I'm going to cut this logo out, okay? And I'm going to do just like this. I'm going to get everything. I don't need the whole thing. I'm going to cut just about what I want. Okay. Let me drag this. Now, this is the program I use. It's called Snagit. And I'm going to save this. And I always save everything as a ping file. I'm going to call this logo. I'm going to save. I'm going to go back over here to my graphics program. Let me find her. And I'm going to open, and I'm going to make me a logo. Now, does everybody know the size of our logos? I'm going to say new. It's 400 by 200. Okay. And I'm just going to bring this logo in. I'm going to import it. And the reason I'm going to import it because I can make it whatever size I want. So I'm going to do something about like this right here. Okay. And I'm going to bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. And you see that I got just a little bit of the pole, and I've got the Brooklyn's Finest. So that's going to be my logo. I've got a beautiful logo there. Okay? File, save as. And what's happening here? I'm building it just like their site. I'm going to call this logo 2 because I want to keep that up there just in case something don't work right and I can redo it. I'm going to come back over here to Instant App Wizard. I'm going to go to General Settings. I'm going to go to Logo. And I'm going to upload logo 2. Remember, that's how I saved it. Now, I've got a beautiful header, okay, a beautiful logo here with the same background. And looky here. Wow, isn't that amazing? It looks just like the site. Now, here's the cool thing. If you really want to make it look like the site, you need a little tool called ColorZilla, okay? ColorZilla is a add-on for Firefox, and it just comes right here, and I'm going to click on my little icon, excuse me, because what do I want? I want to make my buttons the same color. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to pull off this brown right here. I'm going to come back over to Instant App Wizard, and I'm going to go back to General Settings. And I'm going to go to the color settings. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do my button. Okay. I'm going to go to background. I'm going to pop that in there. Okay, now I want to add just a little bit of a shadow on it so it'll look raised. I'm going to change my text color. Now his text color over here is white, so we're going to make sure it's white. I'm going to come up here to text color, and text and white is FFFFFF 6 times. Okay. Now, you see this right here, this little shadow right here, this 1 pixel, and it kind of makes it look bad. You can do something else here if you want to. I usually take it off. Or I can put a little bit of a black highlight on it and it looks good. Okay, a little bit of a black text shadow. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to come up here. And I've literally got a mobile app, and I don't know how long that took me. Does anybody know how long that took me? Maybe less than 10 minutes to build the graphics, to do every single thing. I've got a mobile app now that looks exactly like their website. Using their background, using their logo, using their colors. All I did was cut and crop and uploaded everything in about 5 minutes. A lot of people get lost on this right here. Let me show you how this is created. This little highlight, this little shadow, okay? If you click that little plus or minus, here are the 2 colors that make that up. Let's say that I wanted that to be black. Now see how that changed that to a copper color? Now what you may want to do is you may want to go in there, you may want to pick some colors off of their website. So let's go over here to services, and I'm going to come in here, and I like this little gold right here in this logo. So I'm going to pick this gold right here in this logo. I'm going to come in here with a start. Okay. And now I like this brown right here that I'm going to end with. And see how I mix the colors from their actual site to give it a totally different dimension, and it looks really, really good, and everything still matches. You see how well those buttons match the background? There's an app for a martini bar that the buttons scroll over the martini image. I don't have a clue what you're talking about or what the app is. If you show me the app or tell me the app, I might could. If you have any idea. Is it an App Wizard app? Can I use a QR code on my BizCard app to transfer to whomever? If so, how should I build the QR code? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're asking there. You can put a QR code on your app and people can scan it. This is what I do. I always make sure I have that app in my phone. So all I have to do is, if somebody can find the link, I'll be more than happy to look at the Martini bar. I'm not going to stop training to go find the link. But what I do is I always make sure that I have that on my phone, and I just text it right over to them. That's what I do. Saves a whole lot of time. Whole lot of time. Okay, somebody gave me the Martini bar app, so let me take a look at it here. MobyTwistMartini.com. So let's go in here and take a look at it. Twisted Martini. Does anybody know who built this app? And what are they doing here? Somebody direct me. Can somebody tell me what I'm looking at here? That way I can figure it out. On the phone, when you scroll the tab over the Martini glass image. I don't know. Let me pull it up on my phone. Give me 1 second. Hang on. OneTap.moby. / twisted Martini. Coming up right now. Well, that didn't work. One tap. Sorry guys, this is a little unconventional for me here. I don't usually stop for this kind of stuff, but they got my interest up now. Everybody can pull it up if you want to on your phone. Okay. Now I still don't have a clue what you're asking. Because I see the Martini glass and it's not doing anything. No, mine doesn't. Mine scrolls up and down. My martini glass goes up and down. It's not stationary. What phone are you guys using? What phone? I'm using an S4. LG Android does on some, doesn't work. Yeah. I mean, this is what everybody's got to remember. Every phone is different. Every company is different. Every phone does not work the same. It's just the way it is. So what you see on some phones, you're not going to get on other phones. And it's not the actual image. That image is static. Just some phones it's going to scroll, some phones it's not. So he didn't do anything special. It's just the phones itself. So everybody got that? Any other questions there? I mean, that was good though. We was able to go in and deduce the problem there. Yeah, I'm not worried about the martini glass. Let's get on back to training here. Does everybody understand how I made the colors on the buttons? I get 1,000 questions about those colors on the buttons. Any questions at all? Yes, go ahead. Please ask. Please ask. Please do. What graphics program is this? That I'm using? Or that I just built these buttons in? That I just built this app in? Rita? You're saying what graphics program is this? I'm lost at what you're asking there. Or are you talking about the program that I did the logos and the background in? It's called Fireworks, Adobe Fireworks. Adobe Fireworks. And I think it's $200 or $300. I can't remember what I paid for it. I've had it forever, and all I do is get the upgrades when the upgrades. Now, this is CS5, and to me, it's the best one that's come out, so I haven't upgraded since because I really like it. I really, really like it. And you can do a lot with the button colors. You need to play with this. What happens is everybody's afraid to mess with this. This isn't going to do anything. I mean, I can put pink in there if I want to. Okay? I can change these to whatever I want to. And slide this bar around. You can do all kind of stuff. Do some really, 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 really cool stuff. Well, Fireworks may be end of life, but I've been using it since its beginning, and that's the program I like. There's, let's see here, Paint.net is a free alternative. Great. Go to Paint.net and you can download a free program. Colorzilla picks the colors and shows the numbers for, yes. And all you have to do on that is come in here and pick the color. And then just come over here to where you want to change it. Highlight it. And go Control V. And it'll paste it right in. Paste it right in. Yep. ColorZilla is an excellent program. And anything that's on the web, like I can come in here and I want to get this color right here. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put that as my first color. Okay, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get, let's get a darker blue for my second color. And I just matched that. Very nice. The alternative site is paint, paint.net. I'll pull it up so everybody can see it. I've never used it. I use what I use. You guys can use what you use. Because we're all going to use something different. I can guarantee you that. Paint.net. And I guess you can, not sure. Let's see, here's products. Am I looking at that right? Paint.net. I don't think that's it. This is Chroma Key. Is there another, who put that up there a while ago? Michael Cahill. Is there another address that you got for that? Because it's definitely not paint.net. Paint. Yeah, Paint's a get paint.net. Yeah, Paint is a Microsoft program. It's I don't think you're going to do what you can do in Fireworks with that, but get paint.net. Let's try that. Paint.net is about perfect. Okay, here it is right here. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, it'll do, you know, it's got the same stuff here, you know, I guess. Let me see here. Yeah, it's got a magic wand. You can do all kind of stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's free. And as a matter of fact, that's pretty much set up just like Fireworks right there. Same thing. Same thing. So I've never used this program and I probably never will, but I recommend it because I can see that it's pretty much set up like Fireworks. And it's free. You don't have to go out and spend $400. And he says it's a great program. So if one of you guys, Michael or Annie, post that in the Facebook group for me, if you would. And yeah, use it. Use it. I'm gonna tell you, anything that's free is pretty good if it'll do what you want it to do. My favorite tool is this tool right here, because I can come in and do anything I want, man. I can take stuff out. I can take colors out. I can do anything. I can do anything with this program. That's what I like about it. But and I've used this for so long that's why I use it. Any questions on what I just showed you? What is the name of this software? You guys are blowing my mind here. Which software are we talking about now? Thank you, Michael. This software right here is Fireworks. Adobe Fireworks. This program right here. Okay? This color picker is ColorZilla. And that's free. Just go in and download it to your fireworks. I mean, your Firefox. I don't think so. I think everybody hit their head before they come on train into that. That was funny. That was good. Any questions on how I got the background? Okay. Now, let's say this is the background right here. Okay. And it's real big. Let's say it takes up the whole screen, but I only need a small part of it. What I would do is I would come in and I would cut me out a chunk. Okay. About like that. I would save it. Excuse me. Let's say background 2 or background whatever. I would save that. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to open it up in my graphics program, whether it be NetPaint or Paint Square or whatever you're using. Photoshop. I'm going to open that up. And I'm going to say, and I'm going to resize this down a little bit so I can see it. And I know it needs to be about 425, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put my box. Oops, that's the wrong box. Okay, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say about 425. And look, I cut it pretty close. And I usually make my backgrounds about 650. About 650 long. That works pretty good for most apps. Okay, and then I can cut it and do what I want to do, and it works great. But about 425 by about 650. Now, if like that Martini app that's got 757 buttons on it, you're going to need to be, it needs to be longer than that. Okay, probably about 1200, depending on how many buttons, unless you've got a tiled background. Now, let me show you what a tiled background will do. I can tile this background right here. I'm going to make a little tile. Okay? Does everybody understand how a tile background works? And you can get free tile backgrounds by the millions online. I mean by the millions. A tile background, all it does is it tiles. It's just a small snippet and they all fit together like a glove. Okay, I can come in here and change this, and I can put my little tile in there. I'm going to save it. And you can see it didn't change much at all. You can't even hardly see the difference. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay? You see where the line is? On true tile backgrounds, the edges are molded together, so it doesn't create that, but that's how a tile background works. Any questions on the color portion? We've spent a lot of time on that. Any questions at all? Questions? I have a lot of people too ask, how do I get the 3 buttons up top and remove the others? All you have to do is enable the call bar. and it will put the call bar up there. Okay? When you put a phone number in here, go to preview. That's a good one, Kenny. And take out the call us now. Just delete that. Hit save. Go to preview. It'll take the call button off here, which is very important. You don't want a call button here and a call button here. Okay? You just need one call button. Will this webinar be available on the reseller's dashboard when? Tomorrow. I've got all of March's webinars coming up tomorrow. If you missed that at the beginning of the show, all of March's webinars will be posted along with this one. Perfect mate. Must be from Australia. Any more questions? Any questions about anything? Ask me anything. Is it possible to include map directions to the call bar? No. Not right now. What? In the Facebook group is a closed group. It's called Instant. It's called Instant App Wizard. I will show you the, just one second. Here's the Facebook group address right here. Facebook.com/groups/Instant App Wizard. All righty. And Rita, I'll watch for your name and I'll make sure that I put you in there. Any other questions? Comments? Kenny, any other jokes? Kenny's got me laughing over here. I can't tell you what he's saying, but he's got me laughing over here. Everyone should put the QR code for the app in the app for quick on-the-go sharing. Yeah. Here's the thing with QR codes. QR codes are great, and they are the upcoming and fastest thing growing out there. But a lot of people do not know that they've got a QR code scanner in their phone. And actually, some phones do not come with a QR code scanner. So, you just... Do you need to show them and educate them on the QR codes? Absolutely. Do you need to put one in your app? Yeah, I guess. I don't put them in my app. But, I think texting it is the fastest way. Texting that link out is the fastest way you can do anything. That's just my personal opinion. You guys can put all the QR codes in your app you want. Because what happens is if you got a QR code in your app, you got to show somebody the app to scan the QR code. Carrie, is there a program for adding an appointment setter? if you'll post to Sherry in the group, she'll probably tell you which one she used. Yeah, Chris says he takes a QR code demo printed out. That's what Roger Pineda does, and he's doing great. Remember, keep it simple, whatever the last S stands for. Kenny, don't be putting nothing in the don't be putting nothing in the comments. I am new with this program. Do get a white label link to the app. Do we have to offer it? Yes, you have to offer an opt-in for the text messages to be to be sent. Absolutely. And you do that through QR codes, and you do that through we talked about the little kiosk last week, taking a you know, a little iPad or something and getting people to sign up and educating your businesses to sign up, you know, for the to opt in. People are not just going to opt in just because you have an app. It's just like people think that you're just going to go to a website because you have a website. You have to do something to create that. Yeah, absolutely. Demonstrate. You know, somebody asked me the other day, so what PowerPoint do you take in? Do you take this in? Man, if you're not just taking in your phone, there's no way you're going to demonstrate what that app can do. If you're taking in PowerPoint presentations and full screens and all that other stuff, you're wasting your customers' time. Walk in with your phone and yeah, show and tell. Show and tell. Show and tell, baby. That's right. Show and tell. Anybody else? Show and tell. Drill, baby, drill. Kenny, I'm gonna ban you from Wednesday nights. Just kidding. Drill, baby, drill. Can we cover making lists through texting? Can you? I think this is what you're saying. Let me find my demo app in here that's got texting on it, somewhere way down in the bottom. Okay, marketing platform. The best way to build a list, and you can do this many different ways, but you want to do it with keywords, okay? No, it doesn't. No. It only applies to the text list. Twitter, Facebook, and email are all the same. Now, you have to make sure you click the button for that to happen. Okay, whether it's if you want to send it out to email subscribers or whatever, it goes to everybody. But if you're doing a text, this is what you got to look at. What am I doing to drive the most traffic, the fastest, the quickest? How do I want to do that? Text is the way to go. You don't have to use this other stuff. Now, you might want to post it on Facebook to a wide audience and post it on Twitter if you've got an audience. But text is the way to go. You know, you don't even have to, I wouldn't concern myself too much with email subscribers. I would concern myself with text messaging and setting up keywords, keyword marketing, okay? Let's say that this week you're having a special on chili dogs, and you're going to give away a prize at the chili dog thing. You want to set up a special keyword. Well, I'll tell you, my sinuses are kicking tonight, and I ain't even kidding. Chili dog, okay? Win $1 million. Not. Okay? And you set this up, and I know it's all spelled wrong, but I don't care. And now you've got your little special keyword set up. No, you cannot. That's called MMS, not SMS. Yeah, email's powerful, I guess. I mean, if you're, email's powerful if you're doing something for next week or next month. But if you're doing something today, okay, email's not the way to go. I mean, if you're doing a marketing campaign today and you're driving traffic today, now if you want to sell a chicken fried steak next week, email all you want. But if you want to drive traffic into that establishment today, you better send out a text message at 10 o'clock when people are getting hungry and drive them into that restaurant. Because if you send out an email, when are they going to get it? Tomorrow maybe, or the next week, or if they read it at all. But we know that they're going to read their text message. Yeah, that's an excellent stat. Open rate for email is 4%. Open rate for text messaging is 96%. Hey, if you're that good on emailing, you can get them to open up the same day within 30 minutes of sending it out. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. There's a million ways to market. I'm not saying any way is better than the other way, but I'm telling you right now, if you want to drive business with email for right now, if you can do that, you need to be on a stage somewhere teaching people how, because you're worth billions of dollars. Any more questions? It's about 5 till here. I'll take a couple more questions. Now, email is a great part of this program. Do not take me wrong. Email is a great part of this program. I mean, you want to use the whole thing. Facebook is a huge part of this program. I'm running a campaign right now. I'm working a deal right now. And you know what we're finding? About 70% of the people don't have a Facebook page at all. Uh-oh, Kitty's getting legit. Dude, what happened to you? Is there any take of making an option in the loyalty program to use dollar amounts instead of punches? Yes, they are working on that, Kenny. We are doing a serious upgrade on the coupons and the loyalty rewards programs. Yeah. Chris says 14% open in 24 hours versus 90% open in 1 minute. And that's where I come from. That's where I come from. I'm going to take 2 more questions, and we're going to call her a night. 2 more. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. The best night of my life is Wednesday night training. I love spending my Wednesday nights with you guys and ladies, of course. I could not ask for a better time than coming in here on Wednesday nights. You guys make my week. You really, really do. I look forward to this every single week. No, not this week. I will be very, very soon. Very soon. We got a lot of stuff fixing to pop. Absolutely, Chris. Okay, guys, I will have a whole bunch of trainings coming out tomorrow. All of March's, actually, with the exception of one. Uh-oh. Another suggestion is to capture data such as when their list purchase was and the total they. If you'll put that all in a, I'm gonna use this example. Thank you for putting that up there. I said a couple of weeks ago, if everybody would send me their suggestions in an email, I would start compiling all those, and you know how many I got? 0. So if you got some great suggestions, just email them to me at Kerry@InstantAppWizard.com. Kerry@InstantAppWizard.com. Make sure you spell it right, Kerry. No, don't text me because I will delete them. I delete spam. No, actually, I read every single text. Every single text. I'm not sure, Kenny. Send them again, buddy. Just forward them to me again. Kerry, Kerry @InstantAppWizard. Oh, I can tell you why I probably didn't get them. My main computer crashed, and they're probably on that computer. And I had to break out two more computers. So. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I like the open forum nights, especially with Kenny here, our stand-up comedian. I appreciate you guys, every single one of you. I get a lot of questions on that one particular thing we went over tonight on how to use that color program. Please watch this video over and over, and do not be afraid to get in there and test that out and try it. Build you a demo app and change those colors 5,000 times. What you're going to find is you can make some beautiful apps with those programs. Absolutely. Thank you. Blessings to you too. And many prayers. I pray for all you guys all the time, believe it or not. I pray for your success. All right. God bless. Good night. And I will see you. I will start posting those trainings by noon tomorrow as soon as they all get rendered up. Thank you, Rita. Good luck to you. If there's anything we can do for you on Wednesday nights, Rita, you let me know. Great, Andy. That's what we want to hear, that you learned something. That's important. My grandfather always told me when you quit learning, you're probably dead. Kenny, you can put that one in your bag of tricks. Good night, everybody.